All right, so I'm going to be officially starting on working on the new app. Let me do a sound check really quick. Yeah, it's working. And I mean, I have been working on it really anyways this whole time, but and the work started here. So if you want to see it from the very beginning, this is video number one, basically. WebAssembly, porting the solver to WASM, and then it transitions into Python in the browser, which started out with Python and then moved back kind of to this stuff, more of C++. But now it's basically just making the app and yeah, and that's going to be everything. It's going to be Python, JavaScript. I think I'm going to use TypeScript for this one. I've been doing a little bit of studying of TypeScript and 'cause I'm not that familiar with it, and think I might use Svelte Svelte also because I don't really know that well either, and kind of been always wanting to use it. So, but for now, I'm gonna be learning those a little bit on the side, just doing some stuff, and then um, probably work on the other stuff I need to work on first, and then get into the front end stuff after I practice with Svelte and TypeScript for a little bit. Um, so what we still need to do here is basically let's generate a test case first. So what I want to do is let's go in this virtual environment and activate it. I think that's in bin. Yeah, so activate. Wait, is that not how you do it? Oh, you need to do source activate. There we go. And then cool. And then what? Let's go in WASM test. No. CD test by DFS. Okay, so I'm going to use this file and I'm going to run it again. Let me make sure there's nothing in temp. So let's remove all of the .mps and the .sol. Okay, cool. Yes, code TypeScript 1000. I don't know what that is. All right, so let's go back in test PyDFS and you know what? I'm gonna rename that just so it pops up easier. Move test PyDFS to PyDFS test. Just because we have two things with test and yeah, these are all named starting letter or starting couple letters differently. So, and then PyDFS test. And then we just want to run this thing. So let's take a look at it again. So it loads from this file and it creates two lineups. And so let's just run it. Python app. Is it not called app? Oh, I'm not in that folder. C, PyDFS, Python. Okay, cool. Actually, I want to save. Um, Let me remove these again. I want to save the output of this as well. I actually don't care about those args, so let me go back into pulp, I guess. Test and lib, I think. Pulp to APIs, and then okay. I think I went too far, maybe. Oh, it's all green, so it's like hard to see. I think this is the section, and then I saw it. Keep that commented, but then where was that print statement? There it was. Comment that out. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, cool, nothing in there. All right, Python app.py, and then DFS text. So I want to save the output just so I can compare it basically to the other one, the one I'm working on. Okay, and then app.py. See how print lineup. Okay, cool. All right, let's take that stuff that we were testing before with pulp and move it over. I think that was called just pulp test. Opening that up from the other screen. Did this work? Hold on, let me just test this really quick. Make sure it's working, although even if not, it's fine. We'll get it working before I move it over. There's something wrong here. Oh, I really don't know what that is. I mean, that's the error we got before, but I know how to fix it, but alright, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna move this stuff over. What is all this stuff? I'm gonna leave these where they are. So I'm just gonna make a new. This is on the light sail server. Let's make a new folder. Or I mean a new file. Call it main.py. It's basically setting up the same structure as pulp test, which it's mostly set up. I just had to copy a couple things over. Let's throw that there. We don't need this. Pandas I might need. I'll just leave that there. This is for testing. I definitely don't need any of this. That looks good. That's good. I need to move that file in there. I'll just do that right now. So it's in here. Copy and paste. Okay, cool. All right. And then all of this I don't care about. It will have an output, but it should be good for now. All right, that's one thing. What else do I need to copy over? So index, I already have that. Oh, yeah. So I'll call this index. We're gonna call it app. That's fine. So instead of this basic setup, I'll bring over what I was testing earlier. Okay. We already have the WASM and worker. So let me compare worker over here to this worker on my other screen. I think this is the one we want to keep. Is there anything over here that's useful? No. Data. I guess I could throw this in data. No, that's not gonna. Let me think about this. Okay, so worker. Oh, that's gonna be from here, right? Load players from here. I don't know how this is gonna work actually. How did this work before? FDNBA. Oh, right. Okay, I used Pyodide to write the file. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just throw this in data. That will make the organization a little bit nicer, I think. Okay. So that's in data. These are all source files. I guess I could put those in a source directory, but it's whatever. Alright, that's fine. So that all looks good. We have pull. And what's different? There's got to be something different here too. Yeah. I need the Pyodide CDN. In fact, I could just use this whole thing. HTML head. Is there anything I'm missing? No. Let's copy this over. Make sure it says app. Okay. I'll remove this. I know I don't need that anymore. We'll say WASM test for now. WASM testing. Still have that input so we could test out if things are blocking the main thread. So that's fine. I think that's all we need out of pulp test. Was there another folder over here? Oh, I do need, right. So pulp test doesn't, I need the lib folder. How am I gonna get these files over there? I know I could use the S3 bucket. I could use SCP actually, now that I have SSH set up. Because I don't think I can just copy from here and then paste into here, right? No, you can't do that. There's probably a better way to do it, but I guess we could use SCP. I don't have anything like an SCP interface set up, so I'll just use the command line. I have to look up how to use it. So SCP um, SCP Linux. Let's check this out. Give me a full example. SCP file, remote username, remote directory. Okay. I'm actually not going to copy that, but I'll just go into the directory where it's at, make it easy. So CD, that, and then SCP, that, SCP, that. Do I type the word remote? Oh, never mind. So it's admin at, what is it? Does it have the IP? Actually, I know the IP should be that, right? I think. Without the HTTP. I think that's right. Actually, I could just look in my config. Where is that? Is this it? Yeah. Yeah, same thing. And then um no, what was it? And then the remote directory. Um can I do like that? I wonder if that works. We're gonna find out. Oh, right. I gotta do this from git bash. I think I could just change the permissions, but let's just do it from git bash. It's easier. Public key denied, really? Or permission denied. What the heck? Admin at. Oh, maybe that's not the right IP. Let me check this. 191, 192, 44. Hmm, really? What's up with that? Not sure. I swear that's how I did it before. SSH admin. Like, I would think, okay, maybe I need another identity file, but it's still working. This connection's still working, so I'm not sure what's going on. That's kind of annoying. I only have like another half hour and then I gotta stop, but permission denied. Let me think. Hmm. Man, what's up with that? I just can't think what's wrong with that right now. I don't want to waste too much time. Let's just get those files over there. I'll figure it out later. So let's go in AWS. So open this to the side really quick. AWS. Sign in. Just do it the other way that I was doing it before. I should just download a SCP thing. It's easier. Or figure out a better way to do this. Um, oh, you know what? I wonder if, because I'm already logged in, maybe you can't log in twice. That must be what it is, right? Maybe, maybe not. Let me try to exit. It's still connected. Let me close this. Let's see. No, that's not the reason. I don't think so. Huh, that's weird. I'm gonna check one thing and then I'll just move on. I actually don't think this is gonna help me, but just take a look. Hmm. Yeah, that didn't help. It's kind of weird. Well, let's do it the other way. So storage, I even deleted my S3 attach. Well, I'll show how that's done, I guess. I don't think I actually showed that. So not this. It's networking, I think. Is it networking? Connect? Is there no that you can attach? Oh, let me see something. Create a new disk. So that's not what I'm looking for. How did I do that before? Like, I can't even find it now. Manage? So storage, it's just in a system disk. Or not a system disk, it's like something else. This is crazy. Where is that? Where did I do that before? Storage. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So you have to be in the main. I was in here. Let me go back. So I clicked into here and went to storage, but you need to click here and then create bucket. That'll be my new bucket. Create it. And then you need to go to permissions, attach, instance, choose the instance, attach, and then go to download objects from a bucket. And you can copy this. And remember, there should be a space right here. Copy that. and then upload those things into actually this is not a good workflow because yeah, yeah, I actually should have just built the things over on the other side on the instance itself because these are already built that I built them over here and I'll probably have to modify them several times. So, hmm, yeah, trying to think what's the best way to do this. Well, I wasted a lot of time right now, but well, not wasted, but a lot of time I didn't make any progress. And let's just open it back up VS Code and uh, start with the build over there, I guess. So what I do want to do though is, now I'm thinking about it, I need to move all of the source over from what I've been changing over here over there. Is that the best way to do this? Let me think about this. So I'm gonna need to modify minimum C++ again, I think. That file again. Maybe not, but I think so. So that would be way easier to do on the server. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move everything over to the server instead. I should again have a VM set up on my computer, which I did earlier, but I deleted it because there was an issue with it. But all right, let's let's find those files and move them over, I guess. So that was in documents. I don't remember where that was. Oh, it's on the desktop. So pulp is one of them. Yeah, this is the other one. Okay. So I want to move all of this stuff over. Let me see how big this file is. If it's a zip file. Oh man, it's pretty big, huh? 42 megabytes, I think. And that shouldn't be too bad. All right, so I'm going to upload that to light sail or that S3 bucket. So that is here, objects, upload, file, and that's going to be in desktop here and pulp. Hopefully this works. It should. 42 megabytes, not that big. A lot of those files I don't even need, but Linux unzip. Mm, I want to use R. I can use that, right? RXF. So X is extract, F is the file name. Okay. Alright, so go back here, open this up, and now we need to download that. Grab that name. Or no, I need to grab this first. Paste. And then delete this. And that will be this. And this will be pulp.zip, pulp.zip. And this will take a minute. It's not that bad. Okay. Let's make a new folder. So let's say make pulp, I don't know, source updated or something. And then move pulp.zip in there. Okay. And then var-xf pulp. Ah, it's not gonna work. Oh, so you need a tar archive. Okay, I thought. Alright, unzip not found. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. I just needed to transfer it over there. Let me make a backup of this. Copy to pulp zip dot pulp backup dot zip. Just in case I mess this up. Alright, how do you do it? Is it just unzip? Linux unzip. I thought you could use tar to do forgot the format, what it's called. Unzip zip file format. No, I just need to look that up really quick. Deflate. Unzip deflate. Really? You can use open as a cell, huh? I think I could just use unzip. I don't know. I know this is creating. I'm just alright, it's just called unzip, I guess. Zip command not found. sudo apt install unzip. I like to use stuff that's already there rather than downloading something, but it's not a big deal. I wonder if I install zip, it'll install unzip. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. All right. All we need to do is unzip, and then what? Just the file probably. Fold dot zip. Cool. That was easy. All right. And then we need to do pull. Let's actually remove pulp.zip just to clean this up a little bit. And then move pull backup into the backup files. There we go. Okay, from here, let's see, we need to run that build. I believe it's just Python. Pretty sure it's just Python build -m, something like that. Frequently asked questions. Here it is. Oh, right here. Python -m build. Okay, cool. Let me do this though. Python 3, exit, Python. Okay. So Python 3 -m pip install upgrade build. No module named pip, really? Oh, wait, let me get in the virtual environment. I don't need to go all the way in this folder. I just source, activate. There we go. Okay. Python, there's pip in here. Yes. Okay. Python 3 -m pip install upgrade build. Cool. And then within this source updated, do Python 3 -m build. Oh no, you have to do it within one of the two. So let's do pulp first. Python 3 -m build. So this will take a minute. While that's running, I'll be right back. All right, cool. So that's good. And then let's move that. All right, you know what? I need to build a script. This is gonna, for now, I'll just move it, but I think next time. So this, um, yeah. So we want to move that, um, into the site for now, and we'll do the same thing with this. Move. Wait, do I already have a dist? Yeah. So we need to build it again. This one as well. That was really fast. Is that how long it took before? Maybe this one was fast. So move that into the site also. And then here, we'll call this folder lib and move these in here. Cool. Almost set up. And then so what was I just thinking I need to do? Don't remember. Okay. Now in the site, let's look at it really quick. So we have WASM testing, test input type test, type text. Script source app.js, worker, okay, so from JS calls, let's see how this works again. So it loads Pyodide, it fetches the file in here, it writes it to the file system, and then it loads these packages, which we now have, and this is already built in, I believe. Is it? We looked at that before. Let me double check. Pyodide. Loading packages built. Yeah. Yeah, we looked at that before. Okay. And then I'm actually gonna remove this. And then we don't want this either. You know what? I'm gonna leave that there. So I just have an example of how to install something if we need to do that. Main. So I just had this not being called, but let's call it now. So CSV data, writes the CSV data, does that. It grabs the Python code, and it runs the Python code, and it logs the output. And so yeah, that's not exactly how I want it to work. So I think I want to move Or no, I do want it to work like that, but I don't want this part where it's running to think about this. Trying to think why this would be a big deal, but it is running. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the user could type this in the console at any time to run Python. So it doesn't, I think, right? So it doesn't really matter that it's in a variable because it's all running client side anyways. Like the whole thing is client side, not the whole, well, yeah, probably the whole thing, except receiving the files originally. So I don't think that is a security issue, actually. There might be something wrong with it. I just don't know what it is yet. Alright, so microtip. So this running the Python code, so that part. Yeah, so I actually want to do that here. Let's grab this, throw it. No, that's not right. That's not right. Let me think about this. So we click, it posts a message to the worker. The worker, so what does this do? So from Python, import get optimizer, optimizer that. So optimizer is going to run optimizer.optimize. We'll figure this out. So optimizer.optimize. Let's look up DFS. GitHub. Eventually, it's going to get down here. And this function's going to run. And that will create some files. That's going to create some files. I only have about 10 minutes left or less. And then I got to get going. I got a start. It's not as good of a start as I wanted, but that's okay. So it's going to run solve. Solve is going to run pull. Pulp is going to create some files. Oh man, this is more complicated than I was thinking. It's not that bad though. So Pulp's going to create some files. And then Pulp itself, how did we have that set up? Source updated Pulp APIs. Um, oh, right, right. So Pulp is actually going to call the JavaScript. Okay, actually this is not that bad. Okay, so Pulp creates these files, which really it just comes back with names. Doesn't actually create the files. Okay. If use NPS, which that is happening, then it writes the NPS. So that actually writes the files. Okay. And then down here, it does the JavaScript call and await and gets back a status. I don't think that's how it's gonna work. Await JS call and JS call is going to right, okay, yeah, okay. So JS call is going to give us back the solution. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So solution. We'll even call this, no, we'll call it solution data, I guess. And then solution data going to be passed into here with that, with that, with that, and that. And then these other things will happen. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Um, let's actually comment that out. This is no longer a thing. So let's delete that. This is also no longer a thing. Delete that. And then we'll return the status like it has always done. Okay, cool. And then within read solution MPS, read sol MPS. That's where we have. So the file name is gonna be self.getStatus. So yeah, we don't care about this with open because it's not going to be a file, it's just going to be text. So this will be solution data. And now that I'm thinking about it, let's go back to where we were. And I wonder why they use a mix of camel case and snake case. I don't know. But let's use snake case. Solution data, and then read Sol MPS. What is that? Find in selection. Okay. Read solution data. So we come in here, just create some variables, Slack, solution status, get status. So I'll come back to this, but I'll fix this first with open file name as F. So F will be, well, let's de-indent this and then delete this. And then, as I said before, um, that was getting each line from the file, but now it's a text data, and that just ends with new lines. So I think we need to do split /n. Cool. So I'm actually going to print all of these for troubleshooting. Is there anything weird here? So this is going to be solution data. And then, is there any other Fs by themselves here? I don't think it's going to work. I think I have to do it the slow way. Because if I do whole word, it might not work right. I'm not sure. Let's just do it the slow way. Manually, boom. Okay, then ifs, floats. Okay, cool. It's not too big of a function. That's that small variable name f. Right, and then get status. So this will again be I guess we'll just pass solution data into this as well. So get status. Solution data. We could just pass the first line into this, but this grabs the first line and I'll just let it do its thing. So that it just grabs the first line. Let me check, let me see what read line does for sure. So let's go Python REPL. I know I have a Python REPL in here. I think it's a little bit easier to work with. Let's see, so string 1 equals A, B, C, D, E, new line, F, G, H, I, J, and then we'll go this thing, str1, tr1, readline split, it's setting that to a variable, right? Yeah. Test equal print str1. What is this? str object has no attribute. Readline. Okay, so that's just for a file. Okay. So we just need to do split /n, and then I think just grab the first index. Okay, cool. So that's all we need. So status, I'll just copy this. So status strings or whatever that stands for is not F, but solution data dot split by new line first. Oh, and then we need to split that. Let me test that. Dot split. Right. Okay. Dot split. That's why they call it strings, because it's there is multiple strings. Now it makes sense. Okay. And then we could erase that. We don't need this anymore. That looks pretty good. And again, we'll do print. I'll do a label here. Get status. And then print. I'll do it on the next one. Next line. And we'll just print the return. Oops, what was that? Okay. Same thing where I just was. I was up here, I think. Okay. Solution data, read sol MPS. What? Oh, that's something else. Solution status. So this is read sol MPS. Just put a little label there so we know what function we're in. Just to be clear, function. And I'll do it in all caps, why not? And what was that? Get header, get status. Throw it in caps, why not? Okay. So now we need to rebuild that. Hopefully I'm doing this in the right place. Source updated. Yes. All right, so again, this calls. Let me see. So this calls that JS, test.js call, which is where again? Here. Format this document, by the way. So let's actually name this something reasonable, which will be process MPF file, I think. Yeah. So process MPS file and get back the solution data. And then we pass it in, it reads it, and it does its thing. And give it back eventually to the optimizer, and the optimizer does whatever. Alright, cool. So let's call this. Oh, well, you know what? Let's do camel case over here. So this will be process MPS file process MPS file. How do I do that? Okay. That gets called. Um, And that's going to actually, so do I want to create a new worker or reuse the same worker? I think I want to reuse the same worker. Let's actually move it to the top too. Okay, and then, so this is going to post a message, not anymore. This is going to, now that's going to post the message. And this is going to, um, what is this going to do? Oh, this is going to kick off the Python code, I guess. I'm just going to do something kind of maybe not great right now, just for testing. Make this Python code global and you do Python code equals that, and then we'll return. And we'll actually just set this to that. I think that'll work. Actually, let's just leave it like it was. Python code, and then wait. Okay. So that gets back the code, sets it to this global variable. The global variable is now set. And then here we'll say if Python code, then it will run. Oh crap, what did I have there before? Let's do this. Let's go all the way back. Whoops. Copy this while we're here. All the way redo. And then grab that. Okay. If Python code, we'll run it. Log out the results. And we'll even say this is null. Okay. That'll run Python, which will do all those processes. It'll get to here from process MPS file in JS. And then my worker, it'll post a message to the worker. The worker will receive it here. I'll probably do some handling to make sure it's the correct message. What did I call it? Process MPS file message. And then it'll run. It will actually, this needs the file name as well, but cool. So I'm making some progress. I have to stop there, unfortunately. I have to get going, but yeah, thanks for watching. I'll continue next time. I actually got a good start, a slow start at the beginning, and then finally figured out what I was doing. So cool. Thanks for watching. See you next time.